Hey there, Leo. We're going to do a layered spread for you today. This is going to be for the second week of July 2025. We'll try and pull something out pretty quick here. If you're interested in having a personal reading done by me, you can go to my website, lionessmoonintuitivetarot.com. All right, let's see what messages want to come out today. Values. Something about a difference in value system. There's a difference in value system, so somebody is trying to escape and run from this connection because it's causing a lot of disagreements. Even though the chemistry is out of this world, there's a soul tie connection here. So you're always connected to each other in a soul tie connection. So as a result of feeling like there's a soul tie connection, there's this inner knowing that there's a responsibility that the two of you have together. And so somebody wants to have a conversation. And it could be that this results in dissatisfaction because of a value system issue. So that's important. Obviously, we want our value systems to be aligned. The overall arching theme of this portion of your reading is unappreciated. Somebody feels like you don't care, or you feel like somebody doesn't care about you. So there's a difference in value system, and what has happened here is that it looks like somebody has escaped from this connection as a result of there being a difference in value. This obviously is that girl is running. So somebody ran, and it looks like there's still a soul tie connection here. So even in each other's absence, you probably both still feel each other's presence. And it's almost like you can't shake the feeling. So that feeling gives you this sense of, well, there must be something that we have a responsibility to here. Maybe you feel like you should be working together on something, or maybe you just feel responsible for each other. So somebody does want to have a conversation, probably because you may be for a lot of you may be in no contact. Conversation regarding disagreements. Maybe somebody wants to understand something or get on the same page about something. It does look like the chemistry between the two of you is very intense, but it does look like no matter what, it results, like this is the outcome here, in dissatisfaction, unsatisfied. So let's get the next layer here. We've got wisdom, real passion, honest work, but it's honesty, new life, looking, innovation, many choices. Okay, I'm seeing a message here. Moving up, and the overall arching theme of this portion of your reading is fast changes. So it looks like that whatever it is that you learned in this relationship has brought you to a place of wisdom. Now, it looks like you may, as a result of achieving this wisdom, you may be focusing your passions on something completely outside of this connection, or there may be a passion for something else romantically. It does look like you're looking to do something different this time, though, with this innovation card, and make new choices based on honesty, being honest about what it is that you actually want, because it looks like whatever it is that you've got going on here has taught you something about the importance of having an aligned value system with a partner. Obviously, you don't want to be in a partnership with somebody who is not in alignment with what it is that you want as well. So you need to be honest about this, and this is what's going to generate a new life, and you will move up. And that's going to be some sort of fast changes with regard to maybe you feel like you've been unappreciated in your connections, or this may have been just a very long-term connection for you and you've just been feeling unappreciated, or you don't appreciate who it is that you're with. The two of you could be mirroring each other too. So let's get the tarot on this. The Hanged Man in reverse, the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Two of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Wands in reverse. This really, really triggers people, the reversals. The Chariot, the Sun, the Ace of Cups in reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles, and the overall arching theme is the Moon. Something is unknown here. Now, what I'm seeing here is that somebody in this connection is resisting something. And it looks like what you're resisting, or they're resisting, is a painful ending. It's almost like I'm getting I'm getting that there's this energy of, I'm seeing the Chariot here, and I just heard Spirit say this is related to the Escape card. Resisting there being an actual painful ending. So I'm going to remove myself and just be in this really optimistic energy that everything's going to be fine. Now, somebody's doing this. Somebody's removing themselves from the connection and feeling like, I'm just avoiding there being a painful ending here. I'm optimistic that everything is going to be fine. But really what's happened here is that whoever it is that's doing this has actually, what they've done is they've created this dynamic here where they are not actually emotionally available. And so this is actually causing a disconnection in in this relationship. The Two of Cups in reverse is often unrequited love. You remove your love from the connection. Well, one of the two people is going to start detaching as well. So there's a detachment because there's been a lack of action. And so somebody here is back to being single and stable as a result of this connection. It doesn't look like it's come to a complete ending, though, because there's been some sort of resistance to actually experiencing an ending here, because it seems like there may be, for a lot of you, and I'm just going to say it because I just heard Spirit say it, for a lot of you, this has been an on and off thing. We do see the Moon here as being the overall theme, so there may be something regarding this that you are unaware of. All right, let's get the next layer. The next layer. We've got birds. We've got letter. Lily. Ring. Thief. Mice. Oof. Flowers. Garden. And the overall arching theme is house. Okay, so so there's a lot of dysfunction in this connection, I'm just going to say. And it's almost like it's getting to the point now where I feel like dysfunction is almost common. Like it feels like everybody has some level of dysfunction that they're trying to work their way through. This particular connection is really dysfunctional, and what I'm seeing here is that whatever this dysfunction is that you're experiencing, Leo, is very familiar to you with the House card. I'm getting that there's some sort of familiarity here. This could be something that you've always been privy to, even from childhood. This could be something that you're just choosing to have in your life because of generational curses that haven't been broken yet, and that's real. I mean, if there are cycles that are repeated generationally, you're conditioned to it, you may never get out of it in the lifetime that you're living. It could take many lifetimes, but what I'm seeing here is there is a dysfunction here. Get off that tangent. Now, I'm seeing with the birds is that there is something about, and the letter in corresponding positions is that there is some sort of communication, but it looks like there's been, with the birds here, it's communication, but there's been potential communication through gossip, or there are a lot of people that the birds can indicate Twitter, tweeting, so there could be online communication as well. Somebody may have tried to communicate online or in like some sort of real social platform. I'm just saying it because I see it. And there's some sort of dishonesty here going on here. There's some sort of serious dishonesty through communication that I'm seeing here. For some of you, you may actually be dealing with a thief. I'm just mentioning it because it is technically the thief card, but thief isn't always that. But honestly, thief and mice really do support each other. Mice has a lot more to do, though, with the fact that there's been, and this is why I'm seeing it this way, I think this may be an energy that you're not that on high alert about because there's something that's familiar about it. Like maybe you had an aunt or an uncle who was like this, you know? Like there's something about this person's bad behavior that's familiar to you. And so, but what you're not understanding is that whatever this energy is insidiously eating away at you, okay? With the mice, like it's actually causing it's like damage done over a long period of time, and it happens like insidiously so that you don't actually realize that damage is being done at the moment that it's happening. It's not until many years down the line that you can look back and say, wow, you know, I was a very different person back then, and I feel like I have regressed in some way, like something's eating away at me. And I'm getting that that's the energy you've been involved with here. It does look like this person wants to communicate, and whoever this is may be coming in to be romantic, make some sort of romantic gesture, maybe want to bring you flowers or candy or chocolate. Whoever this is wants to heal this connection. The lily also denotes if this is a romantic connection, there may be some sort of sexual advance here. It does look like whoever this is wants commitment with the ring, and they may want this to be a public knowledge. Like we've got the garden here, so let's make this public knowledge. We've got the birds, we've got the garden. This has to do with lots of people potentially knowing about this or being involved in this. Okay, so like, let's make this public. Somebody might actually propose to somebody in public. All right. I said it because I saw it. Somebody's getting that. There's a Leo out there. All right, let's get our last layer. Message in a bottle. So that's more communication. Milk and honey. Ooh, be careful. Milk and honey is a good card. It's just co-create. Oh, you know, this person wants something with you because they've been thinking about it. They want to co-create reality with you, and that milk and honey card is like, look at this rainbow, and it's the equivalent of the 10 of Cups. The fates. This is fated to happen. And it's fated to happen because now you have a choice, Leo. You have a choice. And you're going to there's a fork in the road here with that fork in the road card. And this is unfinished business, unfinished symphony. Imagine, and we've got poised here. So the poised card is always a huge red flag to me because it usually has something to do with being, you know, well-behaved and passive. And it maybe being passive to certain behaviors that maybe we shouldn't be passive to, but we've been conditioned to believe that it's okay to an extent, and so we're allowing it into our lives. All right? Somebody wants to communicate with you. This person has a great vision. You may have a great vision for this relationship. We've got milk and honey here, and this is fated. Whoever this is was somebody who is fated to come into your life. And you're going to be in a position where you see something here, or you've been going through something really difficult with this person, and you're going to have a choice here. Now, there is something here that is unfinished here. Okay, so I'm trying to understand what the fork in the road is here, because it almost looks like you can choose to stay or you can choose to go, but it's showing up here that if you choose to stay, you're going to co-create a reality with this person where it's going to get you thinking about something to do with something that you've been imagining, this land of milk and honey. And I'm just going to say, Leo, there may be something that you understand that is actually a deep existential truth about what you believe you want and what you actually get. Okay, because I mean, like those other cards at the beginning, we've got to be realistic about what we saw. There was something that was a little off kilt here. All right, so let's go through each of these placements and see what we've got. There's communication with message in a bottle, and I mean, it looks like it's like communication, maybe even online, like, hey, somebody comments on something on your social media or something, and everyone gets to see it. Okay, I'm saying it because I see it. Something maybe about Twitter, I don't know. We've got the birds, there's lots of people. We did see garden down here too, so lots of people. Somebody is resisting something though. Okay, so that's what I've got, okay? So this person is coming in, but there's like this resistance to attaining the wisdom that needs to be attained by aligning yourself with somebody who shares the same value system, okay? That looks like an issue, okay? So we've got milk and honey. We've got this full emotional fulfillment here. Somebody sees you as that. This person sees you as you're my rainbow family. You're my full emotional fulfillment. Somebody's going to communicate that this is because they don't want to see a painful ending here. There's this avoidance of having this painful ending because the two of you have a very strong connection. There's a passionate connection here. It looks like this person wants passion with you. We did see that. But there is this energy of somebody constantly running and escaping, okay? It's either going to happen if it hasn't already, or it's been happening. It's like I'm getting almost like there's this off and on for a lot of you. So this is fated. This is fated, and what is fated is for you to understand something about something that's going on that's dishonest here, or something that is, like, you may actually be learning, there may be criminal activity for some of you. Obviously, that's not going to be the case for all of you. I don't want to start triggering people. I want to say it because I see it for somebody, right? It's somebody's message. So, yeah, this person is fated to come towards you, even though it looks like for some of you, you may have already been looking for something better, but this person feels a soul tie with you. There's a soul tie connection here. The two of you are bonded still. So you're going to have so I'm seeing here that for some of you, you've already started looking for something better, or just moving towards a better part of your life. And when this person comes back in, you're going to be met with a choice here. But there's something that needs to come to light about how this, like I said, this relationship or whatever it is that's been happened, this has already started eating away at you, and you're not even seeing it. It's like, it's insidious, okay, with the mice. But you're meant to open your eyes, awaken to doing something new. If you start doing something differently, and that's why there's that fork in the road that we had seen, if you start doing something differently, you're going to start attracting something different into your life, because it doesn't look like this has been very easy. And you are going to become in alignment with what you should be responsible for here, which is probably your own mental health and well-being. But we do see that there's something unfinished here. This person's coming in to bring you something, but they're not really emotionally available. So you have the choice. You are going to be given an opportunity to make a big choice when this person comes in to have a conversation with you. And I saw that Ten of Swords in reverse. Like there's this avoidance of wanting to, of having this painful ending. But it's like it has to happen for some of you. For some of you, you can choose to go through with this. Obviously, if that's what you want, that's I mean, it's showing up that you have strong feelings for this person. So I mean, or you can make a different choice and things, you won't be as stressed out. All right, so we've got, so this person wants to come in for a conversation. They want to co-create a reality with you. So they want to actually create a reality with you. They want to heal this connection. It does look like there may be some level of unrequited love for some of you, or there's just this really high potential for things to fall through because somebody's not being honest. You may not be on, you may be avoiding the truth on something here, and it has to do with the disagreements. I'm getting that there's some sort of volatility almost that you may be dealing with here, and it's not something that you can actually align with. There's a misalignment of values and everything that's causing problems here. So it might be in your best interest to really think about what it means to be in a committed relationship with somebody who's not taking a lot of action. I'm getting that there's not a lot of action taken, or for some of you, this kind of a relationship may actually kill your inspiration. You know, with the Knight of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Wands in reverse isn't an action oriented. He is in the upright, but not in reverse. And you have the potential to think about what that means for you and move into a new direction. It does look like there is a lot of chemistry. I have never felt a passion this intense. So this person and you have a very strong, passionate connection, and this is what is going to compel you to possibly want to take this offer. But Spirit's saying that you might want to really think about whether this is something that you think you can do long term, because it's showing the mice with the disagreements and the values difference and somebody running, and it just looks like a really unhealthy situation. So you're possibly in this dreamy Neptunian energy here with this Imagine card about there's something about public here. You may be in the public eye, or you may end up, if you have I'm just going to say, and you are Leo. Okay, I have to say it because I just heard it. Leo, you are the star of the zodiac, obviously. If you are imagining becoming something in the public eye, you can manifest this, but you're going to have to stay in this confident single energy, okay? And you will move up, because whatever this is not satisfying you. So Leo, here, let's see here. So I'm just getting here, for a lot of you, you've been taught from a very early age that you need to be poised and well behaved, even in times of tumult, even in times of turbulence, okay? And so there's something you don't know about making a different change in your life, about the fast changes that will occur. And in the end, I guess somebody else will feel unappreciated as a result, or maybe you're going to understand something about being unappreciated in your connections. So Leo, that is your reading, second week of July, 2025. Thank you for your support, your likes, your shares, your subscribes. And until I read you again, take care and bless.